My name is Shamei Zhong. I'm from Boston. I'm a holistic wellness coach. I'm also teaching immunology and doing research on immuno-oncology at the Boston University Medical School. The title of my book is The Traveler, but I was starting intended to make a series. And in the subtitle, you will see it's the seeker, the receiver, the thriver, and the giver. So these books are going to tell people all about the journey of life. And we're all travelers of life in this time and space. Oftentimes we started with a seeker. We have all sorts of problems to solve and in our life, and we're seeking solutions, seeking answers, seeking creative ideas. So we start with seeker, and in order to receive, we will need to become receiver, to receive the answer, to receive the solution, to receive creative ideas. And then once you received, you will thrive in your life. Life is no longer suffering. It's all happy and creative, and then you can create beautiful life. And then once you become a thriver in your life, you have a lot to give, to help people, help those seekers to reach that status of life. So this whole book series is about that. I got an interesting comment recently. Someone read the book, the first one, book one, and he said, "Oh, it's similar style of The Alchemist." I never thought I was that close to that level of the story. And the other comment I received is very interesting, and someone just read the book and said, "Oh, when are you going to meet Oprah?" I said, "Wow, if I can get onto the long waiting list, that would be great." So they kind of really inspired by the little story, and it's a modern day parallel, and just make people to think. It may sound, peculiar, but at the end, they were like, wow, actually tell them something about life, and they never realized before. I was trying to help people. I see their resistance in their life. They are seeking, but they're not receiving. So there are things that blocking them to receive. So I would say, how can I help them? And the story just came in the morning. I was like writing it down and show my kids, like, do you like the story? I said, wow, that's a good story. Mom, you should publish it. At that moment I said, wow, yeah, I never thought of it. I've been teaching and mentoring and coaching people. I never thought of publishing all the things that can help people. When I coach, it's one client at a time, one student at a time. But if I write a book, I can let a lot of people benefit of it. So here I am, become the author, and then comes the second story. So the first story is about trust and letting go. And the second story is about finding your inner wisdom. So that's the two stories, how they came about. I like people to read the story and have their own interpretation. There's not only just one way of interpreting it. Usually when your life experience reaches to a point, you read the story, you will feel, wow, it just click. It just gives you the sense of opening up. That's the feeling, like, wow, I never thought of that, but now I can see it, that kind of feeling. Yeah, just I love to tell a story and let people to have their own interpretation and have their own aha moment.